Hey all, this is Jason Diebold, Puckhead. You're part of this TEP fitness team for Beachbody. I am a fellow coach, a coach on your team, upline coach somewhere, so if you need help, I'm here for it. Super excited about this first Kapu challenge, the 3-day refresh challenge. So, I'm not a great morning person, so I decided maybe do my videos the night before. So, we look for what the assignments are for day one. And I'm really happy with the webpage. Feel free to go check out that webpage at kapuchallenge.com. And it gives you kind of an overview of what day each day is supposed to be all about. So I'm clicking through here trying to find my my Facebook page. Here we go. And our assignment for this first day here is to say the 5 words that you would use to describe health and what it means to you. So health, 5 words. Oh, this trick I haven't prepared, so bear with me. And this just shows you, this doesn't have to be super professional, but it gives us and the other members an opportunity to learn about you. So health, and health and what health means to you. So number one, health for me is like about longevity. I think when you think about health as a young kid, it's this thing that you can kind of play with. You don't have to worry about too much because you're going to live forever. As we get older and we approach our 40s and God forbid beyond there, it's something we got to think about, and it's really a conscious choice of doing the daily habits every day that are going to contribute to long-term health, or not doing them and winding up in with all the negative effects of it. Health for me, is, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and health for me is about personal appearance and being sexy and attractive. We all know NLP in this group, but I've got some pretty big existing programs about being overweight and not attractive to other people. So I'm not gonna lie, like when I work out, when I think about being healthy, it's about being attractive and having a great body, and so then the third thing is great mind. When I say health, to me that means 2 things, weight resistance and shaping your body shaping, and then number 2 is cardio. And there is all kind of scientific evidence at this point that when you do cardio, you're exercising your hippocampus and you're secreting serotonin in your brain, and this is the same in epinephrine. Not that I can't pronounce the word even, but my brain knows what to do with this stuff, and it makes you feel good. It's similar to the same highs that drug addicts get, So you can choose, like, do you want to get your high from some sort of artificial substance made in somebody's tub? I mean, I know what my tub looks like. I wouldn't want to have any drug that comes out of somebody else's. So definitely, the mental aspects that come from health. Fourth thing is like health for me. I kind of said number 1 is longevity, but health for me is about enjoying the quality of life that you have. Because it's one thing to live to your 120 years old, like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, right? But this guy can barely walk across the room. So I want to be healthy so that in my years, in my elder years, like I still have mobility and can still do the things I want to do, and all my body parts are functioning correctly. So that's 4. And 5. Well, 5 to me has to do with coaching. So the 5th thing for me is like I need to know about health and do health so that I can use that to inspire others, and it affects my business. So there's my 5. Again, Greg here, our fearless leader, is suggesting that you go through and read the other ones before you post your video or your words, before you go through and read them, so the other ones aren't going to affect you. And then after that, go back and comment on a couple of other people's, and that's what's going to drive us to stick together and get through this together. So I just finished my workout, body beast, chest. See my massive chest. And I like to have a recovery drink shake. You can search online for Puck's Punch videos on YouTube. It describes how I make this shake. But for the next 3 days, this is off limits. So I'm going to enjoy my last shake. And this is an aside. I don't know many people. I think guys, especially, a lot of times will want that glass of wine or that beer at night, and that's as much about a sugar rush as it is about the alcohol. And so I find for me when I'm training now to go to Summit this year. Hopefully, I'll see a few of you there in Tennessee. But when I'm training hard, what I'll do is I have my recovery drink afterwards, and it's creatine, it's the recovery drink, it's protein, all Beachbody products. And when I do that, here I need some. I am getting complex carbohydrates and the sugars that normally that would be from an adult beverage, just to be honest. And this makes me feel like the same way. I still have that thing in my hand. I like to have it in a big German beer stein. Sehr gut. But that's what I do. And you can do that throughout this challenge. It's just not going to be a recovery drink. So that's my last recovery drink for the rest of the Kapu challenge. But I do want to get into what to expect. So this is your 3-day refresh guide. You're gonna this is what you're gonna be working with this week. And right off the bat here, I love this particular product because on the back it's got this whole front cover that kind of tells you what you have to do. There is this book here. Book is awesome, good stuff. You can literally almost throw the book away though because you've got everything here on the front cover that you need. So wake up Monday morning right here, breakfast. I get a Shakeology and 1 fruit option. Okay, well the fruit option, now that's a little confusing. I want to go back to the book. And back here you go through your book. There's a section about what the options are for fruit. So choose the fruit you want, choose the amount that's okay, throw it in there. I would advise during this entire Kapu challenge, you're going to be having a Shakeology in the morning, followed by a fiber sweep pronunciation, Jason, please, in the late afternoon. And you're going to like that. That's going to help with digestion. A lot of times when you do a cleanse or fasting of any sort, you stop elimination. Fiber is going to help that for you, so you're going to enjoy it. In the lunch, we're going to have the vanilla. So this is what your fiber looks like. Each day in your 3-day refresh kit is kind of labeled out there. Day 1, 2, 3, obviously, the different sections. So the first shake you're going to have from this kit is going to be your fiber sweep. Later in the afternoon, you're going to have vanilla fresh. And I like the vanilla fresh. It's a vegan vanilla Shakeology. Think of it that way. So if you want any extra recipes about how to have this, feel free to search Google vanilla Shakeology recipes. One of my faves is vanilla. I'll use 1 cup of almond milk, 1 cup of water, 6 ice cubes, and my fruit supply for that would be my frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries. I love it. To me, that reminds me of Haagen-Dazs ice cream, which is one of the ways that I got fat. So it's good that you can use a similar flavor to you go the opposite direction, let's say. And then in the afternoon, you're gonna have for dinner another vanilla fresh. So like it or not, you're gonna get used to this vanilla fresh. I didn't include Shakeology in my kit. There's 2 ways to buy this kit. You can buy it with your 1 Shakeology each day. It adds an extra, $15, $20 to the kit. If you've already got Shakeology like me, growing out of your years back in the kitchen, I don't need it for this kit. So the kit's a little bit cheaper, $45 instead of $60 or something as a coach. So that's really what you need to know. It suggests to have a lot of filtered water throughout the day. I have an alkalized water tap filtered in my house. Awesome. I also have a distiller. I also have a bottle service, which is alkalized water. That's how I roll. I like the taste of it. I freeze alkalized water from ice cubes. Another tip here for this week, you cannot have enough ice cubes. Like I said, I like all my shakes, with the exception of the fiber sweep, about 6 ice cubes, right? So that means I'm going through 2 full trays every day. So make sure you're making that ice every night so you're set the next day, because it takes so long to freeze. So secret, it takes a long time for ice to freeze. So that's what you're gonna do there. So that's kind of my tips. Oh, and the other tip, I'm sure Greg's gonna mention this, right? I'm just chiming in because these are the things I've learned after 8 years of not doing this right. You get it right at the end of your sweep and not before. So do measurements. There's a card that comes with Beachbody programs where you can do measurements of all your different body parts. And so let's say, I'm just silly examples. I use my neck, right? And I'm not sure you have a lot of weight to lose in your neck, but my neck now is 10 inches, right? And after the reset or the refresh, I might go to 9 inches. And then you do that for every one of your body parts. You add that all up and subtract the loss at the end, and you might have lost 10 or 12 inches. And that's why you'll see sometimes like, hey, I lost 5 pounds in this refresh in 10 inches. That's what they're talking about, and that's why you want to measure yourself, weight. If you've got the body calipers, there's something different Beachbody. You pinch the fold of skin, and I've been all different body fat percentages, and when I get like sub 8% body fat, my skin feels paper thin. It's a little disgusting if you ask me. And when you're 20% body fat, your skin's real thick, and it's good for cold weather. So you want to do that if you've got the body calipers. And if you don't have them this time, think about buying a set of body calipers for $10. You can use it next time. Calipers, weight measurement. My scale also does a body fat gauge. So that's what I do. Hopefully you can find something similar for yourself. And you can go, if there's a local Curves, you're a woman, you can go there. They'll do body fat measurement for free. Tell them you're interested in maybe becoming a member. They'll bend over backwards for you. All different kinds of ways to do that. But that'd be my advice. And what I want you to do is not wait to the end of day 1 or the start of day 2 to go out and do that. You're already going to have lost a pound, and so now you're not going to measure everything consistently. So do that first thing in the morning. Again, why I'm filming this video at night after my workout, enjoying my recovery drink shake. I think I work for the company. I promote this stuff so well. So that when you wake up and you're having your first shake, especially East Coast folks, you can get my tips or advice or whatever this is. Talked about the product, talked about measuring, did my 5 rules. There was one other thing super important. Workout. You're going to be doing Tony's yoga workout. It's not a new CD, but it's great to be doing something and get the circulation going. Oh, and the last thing I really wanted to talk about is we're working on a new training website. Everybody here, we're all coaches, especially this first time, is welcome to go check it out right now. It's fitunionacademy.com. Not finished, definitely not finished. But what you can do is you can log in. I recommend logging in through Facebook. There's, click the login screen, go to Facebook, say add. You got obviously have to be logged into Facebook, or it'll ask you to log in, and then it'll bring forth your name. And then also there's a frequently asked questions section. It says how to find my coach number and information. And there'll be a way for you to type that in. Now the rest of the website will be customized for you. And really what I want this training to become, and why you're in this group now, besides losing weight and feeling great and trying the shakes, is anytime you learn something, a new career, let's say, it's kind of like, it's the same process. And I like to use the waitress example. So as a waitress, let's say my aspiration is to go work as a waitress at Denny's. Wounds are for my hammy, good stuff, like it. I'd love to work there. So I go to Denny's, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to being part of the wait staff." The first day, I'm just gonna follow around another waitress that takes, all the orders and see what they do, learn the menu, whatever. The next couple days, I'm gonna show up, and that waitress is gonna follow me around, and I'll be taking the orders. First day she was taking orders, now I take the orders. And third day, or maybe the first week, you're kind of on your own. You know that the other waitress, Sally's over there. If there's a big question, you can go to Sally, you can go to Greg, you can go to myself, and ask those questions. But we're not holding your hand anymore. The way that this is going to work inside the Kapu Challenge is that you're going to go through a challenge first, and that's what you're doing now. That's why this first group is kind of all coaches. We're still feeling out some bugs, and there's going to be bumps in the road. Don't get me wrong. The next time you do it, now you've got your pictures, you've got your measurements, lost 5 inches and 6 pounds. So now you can go through it the next time and you say, hey, here's my before and afters. Take your before picture first thing in the morning. Here's my before and afters. And think about this. You're going to take before and after pictures. I don't want you to purposely stick out your gut and, like be unshaven or don't do your hair. But let's think that this first picture is supposed to be the not so happy before picture, and the last picture should show results. So I recommend wearing the skimpiest outfit that you'll feel comfortable posting on Facebook next month, because you're going to do that, and you want it to be kind of skimpy, whatever that is for you. Don't change your moral judgment there for that, because you're going to want to wear that same outfit in your after picture. So if you're wearing baggy clothes, it's not really going to show. A typical swimsuit, I guess, that you'd feel comfortable going out in public. But I've also seen people take the picture in front of their bathroom or their toilet, or with embarrassing stuff in the background. Believe me, my bedroom right now, or we're in my bedroom, this is a mess. But I've got it sectioned off, so you see only this part, and the rest of the room is okay. So just be conscious of what's going on around you and your body. The best thing, obviously, would just be a white background with your image in it. Bikini, men, bikini shorts, wakeboard shorts, whatever men wear. I don't know. Not familiar with men. And a white background. And if you do that, I can actually digitally play with the pictures and superimpose stuff if it's a nice clear white background. So think about that. And think about the learning method. So this is your first time going through. You're the new waitress watching the other waiters run the show. And so Greg is our fearless leader here. Matt's going to be chiming in with tips. I'm here to help it along. So watch us, listen to us. We did the whole structure of the whole challenge group. Your job is just to participate and cheer on the other people in the group. Second time through, you've got your results. Now you can post those on Facebook, and people are like, hey, I want to lose 5 pounds. I want to be down 10 inches. So they're going to want to join the group with you. It's just like this one, but now it's your second day. You take the menu pad, and we're going to still run the group, but now you're going to take some of the orders. So the way that you do that your second time through is you're going to be inviting your people to the group. You're welcome to do it again. We're going to run this groups. I have to ask Greg, but I think once a month. We can do it quicker, sooner, if we see that need arise. And your only job then is to go through the group again, comment on the other people in the group, but definitely comment on every one of the posts of the people that you brought into it. So I bring Steve into it, and every time Steve posts, I'm like, great job, Steve. Day 1's tough, but it gets easier on day 2. Trust me, right? And then he'll feel supported and helped by you. And then he's going to have the pictures from this one to talk about in the third group. You're more than welcome to stay at day 2 of your waitress training for the rest of your Beachbody career. But what we're going to find is that at some point you'd be like, I never understood what the Kapu word means. It's not the right thing for me. So now you're going to use the format that we've created. You've already done it a few times, and you could make your own version. Like the weird excuse I keep coming up with is my ham radio version of the Kapu challenge, and it's the ham radio challenge, where you're still going to do the same activities, but now you can talk more about the specifics, which is NLP or ham radio or a cheerleading coach, whatever your niche is that you bring to it. And we'll get into this more later, but you attract who you are. So I'm not out there trying to attract 18-year-old girls to be bikini ready, because they're not going to reach out to me for that. They're going to reach out to another 20-year-old girl that's bikini ready. So just talk about what you're doing, how you feel, and what emotions are truly going on for you. It's one thing to say, I feel great. Great's kind of an intensity. That's about here. It's not exuberant. It's not okay. It's just great. And I think it's more valuable if you say, hey, I'm struggling today. Like, this was not a lot of food. I'm slightly dizzy. I had to have an extra fruit snack maybe to get through the day. But when you talk real stuff like that, people reach out to you, and what you'll find, and this is something I'm going to add as an extra credit to the Kapu challenge. Greg's going to give you that daily assignment, and that's a requirement. Need to be doing what Greg says to stay in. And we've already talked to Matt, and we will let some people out of the group if they're not following, because it's not fair to everybody else that's following along thoroughly. But the extra credit is to take the same questions that Greg's asking and do it in a video format. And I know it's weird, we're nervous, we're afraid of being in video, but you guys are NLP people now. You know what it takes to be a practitioner and be brave, and you're dealing with clients every day. And fear is this thing that if we ignore it, it grows bigger, right? It gets closer to you. But when you look fear in the face, like, it'll kind of shrivel and wither away. Obviously, I didn't do my hair. I've got some blemishes going on, a little red from the workout. Lighting is poor. But I have no nervousness whatsoever around this anymore because I've done it so much. And when I changed my focus from how does Jason appear on camera, I can't even speak, I should totally be uncomfortable with this, to like how can I serve these people that are going through this group and they want to get help. It becomes not about me whatsoever. There's no nervousness whatsoever with that, and it's easy to do. And the way to get over the fear of posting videos is to do it. And there's no safer way to do it in a group of other coaches where we're not going to judge. We're really just interested in learning more about you. So that's my 2 cents for day one. I'll continue doing the videos if management says it's okay. I'm this kind of weird guy that comes in and they're not so sure about me. But if it works out, if you're enjoying it, if other people do the extra credit and do the videos, I'll keep going. Hopefully this will work out great. We're making the training site that's going to teach you those 3 steps, watch the waitress, be the waitress, and run on your own, and how that applies to the Kapu Challenge at the Fit Union Academy.com. So you'll be able to follow along with there. Sorry, my screen keeps timing out on me. See, I'm not perfect at this. And the thing that you should be thinking right now is if this guy can do it, doesn't do his hair, he's got a dirty t-shirt on, his computer won't even stay on, then you can totally do it too. And that's what this first group's about, building confidence. I've already talked for too long. This is 20 minutes. By God, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. You're obviously committed to this group if you've watched 20 minutes of this video. And, focus on what you want. If you'd like to be down 5 pounds from this, don't cheat. This is a weird story, but we're gonna add it. I'll try to add a personal thing every day at the end of the video for whoever makes it through. I had a friend, and she was a smoker, smoking all the time. I'm like, God, how can you be into fitness and then do the smoking? She's like, yeah, well, every time we stop at a gas station, you get donuts. And I'm like, oh, guilty. My nemesis, the donut. And she's like, I'll give up smoking when you give up donuts. And I'm thinking, donuts don't really serve who I want to become. I want to be this fitness inspiration, humble, open servant leader. It doesn't say anything about donuts in this. So I'm like, I can give up donuts. And if the added intensity of you not smoking anymore, I'll totally do it. And for the next 2 years, I think I didn't have one donut, and I kind of always focused on it's preventing her from smoking, or I'm just sticking to that will so she won't smoke. She was back smoking within a day. That didn't change for her. I guess it wasn't significant if I stopped eating donuts, but it was significant if she stopped smoking. So, it's something I've kept on, and now every time I go to grab that donut, I'm like, oh my gosh, Helen is going to smoke if I eat this, and I typically stay away from it. So, use these little NLP games that you all are so smart about from our godfather, our NLP guru, Matt James, obviously, and apply it to your own lives. It's one thing to be sitting there and doing that with clients, but it's a two-way sword there that you can use for yourself, and this is an awesome application to apply. So again, hope this helps. I know it's running too long. Just stop after the first 5 minutes. Anything after that was invaluable anyway. But I'm glad to be doing this with you. A lot of times we take these challenges and then we fizzle out. This is 3 days, folks. If you're serious about business and what we're doing and what we're building, learn this 3 days. Gosh forbid, if you have to have the extra fruit in the evening or something to get you through, do that sparingly, but make it through the group. And then you can relate to other people when it's going to be hard on their day 2, day 3. I'll tell you the truth. Day 1 is going to be a little trouble, a little inconvenient. Day 2, you're going to I can't make it through in the beginning. By the end of day 2, you're going to be alright. Day 3 is you're I should have bought 2 refresh because I'm cool now and I can keep going for an extra 3 days. That's how it always works. I mean, I've done this over and over. So stick with it. You're going to like it. And I'm glad to be doing it with you. And I'll be here all the time, probably with these stupid half-an-hour videos. Oh my God, you could have watched Friends in this time. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Hope you know. I don't know what that means. Alright. Cheers.